Lovely to see you all again. Um, I'm Kephn, and this is a game that I've been wanting to talk about and play on my channel for quite a while. This is a game called My Friend Pedro. It's a beautiful game about friendship, blood, bullets, and bananas, and we're going to be going through it together. Alright, so we're starting off a new game right here. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, I figured out how to do this pretty much after we already started, so I am doing the voiceover after the fact. But nonetheless, hey, wake up. No. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. And there we are. Check it out. Aren't we beautiful? Hey. Hey, banana. Whoa, relax. It's me, Pedro, your friend. You got knocked out pretty bad there. You alright? I'm pretty good, Pedro. Thank you. How many fingers am I holding up? Never mind. Let's just get out of here, wherever we are. So Pedro is pretty much the selling point of this game, because he is a fun little guy. We love him. And he is pretty much the friendliest schizophrenic voice in your head you could ever ask for. As for the game itself, it's one of those, fast-paced action shooter games that you all know I'm a big fan of. And it has a really cool feature where essentially you can split the gun. You can essentially split your aim in the guns. It has a really cool feature where you can essentially split your aim in the guns in order to hit multiple targets at once, which I think is very cool. Anyway, as you see, we got a gun that someone left around there, very dangerous. Thank you for telling me that, Pedro. Also, I'm very rusty at this game, as I haven't played this in quite a while, but yeah, so prepare to see me embarrass myself a couple of times. If I get stuck on a place, I'll probably cut, many losses, but, here we are. Just to save more time, really. So anyway, this is Mitch the Butcher. We don't really need to know much about him, other than the fact that he's a butcher. He, flesh, and, yeah. Hey, boss. It's quiet out there tonight. Don't interrupt me while I'm working, you simpleton. Is the shipment ready? It's almost useless, slackers. I'll show them what happens if they fail me. Go and make yourself useful and prepare whatever sorry sack of meat is in the basement. They're talking about me. Alright, we have to take a nap. That's right, Pedro. You ready? Yeah. Alright. Huh. Oh, I guess we have to kill them all now. Good advice, Pedro. But yeah, so this game actually reminds me a lot of another really good indie game called Hotline Miami, which I'm sure you guys have heard of, and that is also a very fun, fast-paced action game. So as you can see, this game is... God damn, I missed it over there. I almost let this guy live. That makes me very sad. That makes Pedro very sad. We can't disappoint Pedro. But yeah, essentially these games are kind of made for being sped run. They're almost rhythm games in their own way, in the sense of you try to chain kills. Are you even drinking enough water? You seem a little bit out of it. I should drink more water, Pedro. Thank you. Oh, he's gonna take us to a special place. So this is your schizophrenic mindscape. Pretty cool, I think. And I'm doing a flip. Yeah. It's like focus, it's like time slows down. I have a stand, I can do that now. Flips in the air. Now you try it. Whoa. Give that a shot. Whoa. And yeah, that's the other thing this game has. It has, bullet time. And you have a focus meter that's just below your health bar, I believe. Shoot this priceless vase my grandmother gave to me. Pedro's such a nice guy. So that's me fucking it up because I had to do a reload there. But I like to think I redeem myself here where I shoot the vase before it even hits the ground. So, you know, hopefully Pedro's impressed. Glorious, ready for the next trick. Holding two weapons, you can separate your aim. Shoot these two vases by separating your aim. So this is what I was talking about. You can, split your aim between multiple targets and shoot them at once. And it's very, very chaotic, but very, very fun. So, yeah. That's the plot. And it's mostly just an excuse to kill many, many gangsters, but honestly, the Pedro character is such a, like, fun one that it lends a certain, I don't know, it lends a certain charm to the nameless, featureless protagonist on a killing spree, you know? He's your little buddy. That was not a very good use of my thing. Sure, you know what you're doing? Relax. These turrets practically install themselves. You take this thing, put it in there, and then... Uh-oh. Also, as you can see, this game's taking itself very seriously. You have to dodge your way past those bullets. I mean, you know, that's what Pedro wants. There we go. Six. Remember, you can use the maneuver... Yeah, so you can dodge bullets like the Matrix. It's a lot harder in the middle of a firefight than it sounds. But yeah, so you can use the bullet time. I'm kind of like using all the features at once here. I try not to abuse it, but, you know, that's what the game gives you. Like I said, I used to be much better at this game, but I am very, very much out of practice at the moment. Except for this specific level, because as I was trying to get this video working, this was the level that I was trying to practice on, so I did a couple of things, I did a couple of run-throughs of it. So hopefully this one is not too embarrassing. Yep, brilliant, first mistake. But it works out in the end. So yeah, essentially you're kind of meant to run and gun your way through these levels, ideally without stopping, which, you know, is a lot easier said than done. But if you kind of watch people that have done this game, that have done, like, gotten the high scores on this game and stuff, and I'm sure there are many of them on YouTube, there are some crazy videos of people just chaining, like, multiple hit kills over and over. It's nuts. So often, yeah, you'll be presented with, like, having two targets, and you try to, you know, get them both at once. You want to do, like, cool stunts, like jumping off walls, and, you know, reenacting equilibrium, that's always good. And this bit's fun. This bit's good. The game kind of sets you up to have, like, this crazy, you know, kill combo, and I like to think I did it fairly stylishly. Like that. Bam, baby. Alright. I actually got a personal best while I was, like, practicing to get the video up, but sadly that was not this, and that one had no sound. Alright. Onward we go. The fastest way out of Old Town is through Mitch's Fine Dining Restaurant at the other end of this industrial area. Good to know. Thank you, Pedro. Alright, and go. This is a level I really enjoy. I remember really liking these early levels because I remember nearer to the end of the game, it kind of, like... If I remember correctly, it kind of moves a bit away from, like, the stylish, like, gun-fu into more of a traditional shooter, but, you know, that's not to say the game ever loses its charm. It's just, like, these earlier levels are probably the best to play for, like, the split screen, not the split screen, the, like, split aim gameplay. Even though I'm, like, kind of fucking that up. It's when I try to be fancy, that's when I die. But yeah, no, like, yeah, the idea is you're supposed to kind of, like, run through this You know, like a John Woo action hero. That's so embarrassing. Holy shit. I can't believe I made it through that. That was awful. Like I said, I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't played this in a bit. But you know, when you get your rhythm going, it's surprisingly intuitive. Um, even near the end, because there's lots of platforming puzzles and stuff near the end, and anyone who knows me knows that I am god-awful at platforming. So yep, here we are, killing. Maybe the murder makes platforming easier to palate. Um, you know, but nonetheless, we continue. Alright, we're on B for bonkers. That's good, that's good. Also, I like that it saves little video clips of your cooler moments. That's a nice little touch. Alright, sorry, a little bit of a pause in the audio there, but, you know, just making sure everything goes right. Alright, we're getting pretty close to Mitch's Fine Dining Restaurant. Go right ahead, you can't miss it. Alright, here we go. And here's our first new weapon, the Uzi. And yes, you can have two of these. And yes, you can dual wield them. As I will demonstrate, hopefully soon. But yeah, for now we're sticking with the handguns. Because the one thing about the handguns that I really like is that they've got infinite ammo, so you just don't really have to worry about it. And getting caught without ammo is pretty bad. Pretty bad. So there we go, we got the twin Uzis now. I'm going to try to do this stylishly. Probably going to fail, but it's all G. It's all in good fun. Oh, look at that. This game makes you feel so cool. Like, it's very, you know, made for that sort of, like, silly, over-the-top action thing. I can't believe I kept the combo running there. Again, I think I fucked this one up pretty badly as well. Because you're supposed to, like, roll down with the barrel while shooting, and, like, I actually got, like, quite a crazy combo. I just almost died. Alright, come on. That's right, that's another thing that can slow you down, and the boxes, you have to actually destroy them. And that's just a little bit counterintuitive, because the only real way you can do it is with guns, which would be rather inefficient in real life, rather. But nonetheless, this is the Gun Fu universe, probably taking place in the same world as Gungrave Gore. If you've seen that, probably just happening right down the street. All right, yeah. It's so stylish. It just makes you feel so cool. Alright, let's do it. Yeah. I think I actually died here when I was trying out this level earlier. That was very embarrassing. So you don't get to see that, I'm sorry. Alright, we're just jumping and wall flipping and like... Yeah. There is actually a plot reason for all the murder. I'm talking like this game doesn't have a plot. It does have a plot. It's just, you know, it's one of those slow burn sort of things, where you just kind of gotta, like, go with the flow, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Okay, there we are. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't awful. But yeah, you can see people play this game to a much, like, higher caliber of skill than this. There are like full speed runs of this game, I'm pretty sure. So, and I'm sure people have done it in really like ridiculously short amounts of time. Alright, so yep, this is the first of many platforming puzzles that we will be doing. Also, I want to give a shout out to the game's soundtrack. This game's soundtrack is so fucking good. I have to double check exactly who made a lot of it, but I think it's a bunch of different artists, but they're all like real synthwave and like darkwave artists. So I actually recognized one of them when I first played this boss fight that's at the end of this first section. Uh, Alright, sorry, Pedro. Actually, maybe we should have turned left back there. Never mind, we'll just take the scenic route. Alright, thank you, Pedro. So, yeah, here we have some, swinging. Very, very cool. But yeah, no, I actually recognize the song for one of the boss fights near the end, and I'll point, near the end of the section, and I'll point it out. It's by a band called Battle Juice. It does some really cool, like, instrumental synthwave, which I always think is very cool. Hotline Miami uses a lot of it as well. More on the, like, poppy synth side, which kind of lends well to the 80s aesthetic. But, you know, I like a lot of different music, honestly, but I do like synthwave a lot. So it was nice to hear some familiar tunes in this. And quite a few of these tunes have just become, like, part of my, you know, normal-ass music collection. They're fun. Okay, see, here's, like, a bit I'm really hoping I don't screw up. As you can see. So, this is one of the cooler bits, I think, at the start of the game, where it's like, you have this thing where you can just, like, chain numerous kills, and there's, like, a later point in the game where you're basically, like, going downhill on like, a skateboard, and, you essentially have to, like, reenact this sort of thing, and, you know, keep killing without losing your momentum. It's insane. Alright, so, yep, down we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, come on. Please. Thank you. God, this is almost as stressful as, like, commentating while I'm playing this, because it's so fucking embarrassing. Alright, come on, let's go. Not getting murdered by geriatric mobsters. Getting murdered by mobsters, it's gonna be some young, healthy mobsters, thank you. And there's me trying to be all fancy again, shooting the guy on the ledge and the guy below at the same time. Also, one thing I do find that's, like, perhaps slightly... I don't know if it's meant to be part of the challenge, or it's just something they didn't really think about, but, like, going back to collect ammo and stuff will kill your, you know, combo, as it were. Alright, C for careless, that's fair. My personal best is 666,000 for that level, that's funny. Alright, and here's a new mechanic. Bet you a biscuit, you can't kick that ball into a hoop. Whoops. Whoops. Come on. Yeah, first try. Actually, sorry, I think I ate all the biscuits. Thank you, Pedro. I forgive you, Pedro. You're a good buddy. Can't get that guy with that hole. I love that the thing for that doesn't think fast. Alright. So yeah, I'm trying to make this cool, but the enemy spawns aren't, like, working perfect. Or I just killed them all too quickly. I think, like, sort of the best way to play this game is to try and go into a bit of a zen. Bit of a murder zen, if you will. A zen of blood. Corn would be very pleased. And it makes you feel very agile, just because of, like, the way the movement sort of is so smooth, you know? It's just really a pleasure to play, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted to... Think fast! It's one of the reasons I really wanted to, you know, give a little bit of a spotlight to this game, because it's really good. It's really good and fun. And it's good, wholesome fun with your best friend, the banana. Alright, and we're killing, and I don't even know how... Oh, I hit the barrel off of that machine. Oh, boy. I remember being, like, really good at this particular segment, and being able to, like, clear it without breaking the combo. I think it just crashed. Or not. Okay, no, sorry. For some reason my screen just turned off right there. That's so stupid. Alright, so, as we were, unfortunately, there's not really a huge amount of commentary I can provide other than we're killing, but we're killing very stylishly. Plus, you know, I don't have to take pauses to distract for my distractions. I don't even know what I'm saying. Come on. Yeah, so we're shooting. Yes. Doing commentary is a little bit difficult when, you know, you're playing the game. And I thought it would be much easier when I'm just watching myself play the game, but, you know, you surprise yourself. So yeah, I used to be able to do, like, that entire bit, do this whole thing without dropping the combo, and obviously I can't do that now, because it's been years since I played this, I think, but, you know, it's nice to see that I'm still, like, competent enough to, sort of make it happen. Alright. Or at least, like, get through it. That's kind of what I'm doing, you know, I'm trying to let's play games that I at least know I can get through, so we don't, suffer another Bloodlines thing. Ah, we made it. Mitch, perhaps we can grab a couple of, takeaways on the way there. Alright. There's another level I actually really like. Just because, yeah, this one really, like, plays with the, like, crowds. Oh my god. Yeah, so... Let's try that again, shall we? Good heavens. Alright, I'll leave that death in there because it's so short and I can't be bothered to edit it out, but... Oh man, that was so embarrassing. Forgot to put on the easies. Yeah, I was sticking with the fucking double pistols. But you see what I mean when I say it has like a lot of the thing with like this level has like a lot of cool like crowd fights that are very fun. You know, that wasn't even intentional, but I like that I managed to like extend the combo out just a little bit more by like saving him for last. And we keep on going. I need to get more of these guys with the environment kills, because they're really fun. Now, eagle-eyed viewers may notice something in the top right corner there. Those cans that I'm shooting, they ricochet, and that will be a mechanic soon. In fact, it's meant to be a mechanic right there, but I forgot about it in the heat of the moment. Yeah, my bloodlust overcame my fanciness. So anyway, we're doing stealthy. We're doing the stealth thing. Can we make it? No, we can't. Obviously not. I'm terrible at stealth. Fortunately, that one's not particularly hard, but if they sneak up on you, they can be a problem. And here we go! Gotta impress Pedro. Gotta impress Pedro with the killing. This would be such a sick movie. Alright. And here I get stuck for a bit, because I can't even remember where I'm supposed to go. So I go out on the stairs. Nope, that didn't work. And then I remember, yeah, you gotta hit the button. You gotta press the button to make more enemies appear. There we go. Nailed it. Let's try. Alright, onward and upward. I think we're getting close to the end of this section. Each zone in this is like there's a boss at the end of each one, but yeah, each zone in this is divided into a different colorful supervillain for you to face. Alright, boss. She's all loaded up and ready to go. About damn time. And you better have dealt that runaway meatbag, you useless slackers. These guys may be the single luckiest dudes in this entire game, because I'm pretty sure they're the only ones that I don't horrifically murder. Anyway, as Pedro points out, we have a motorbike, so, let us skedaddle. Oh crap, look, it's the meatbag! Alert the others, let's get him! And here comes one of the best boss segments of all time. So this is the song that I recognize. When I first played this game, I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy that battle piece got to be in this part of the soundtrack. That's really good. So the song here is called "Low Life on the Highway," and I had actually heard this song before playing this game because, like I said, I like synthwave. So yeah, very nice little coincidence there. So yeah, we're fighting old men on motorbikes and blowing them the fuck up, as you do. There are no cops in this universe, and from what I can see of the criminals, I really don't blame them. It seems that, in order to fight crime, you do have to be some kind of ninja. But fortunately, our protagonists can do that, yes. They get a really cool look as well. Just like kind of reminds me of the Hotline Miami thing of the varsity jacket or the animal mask. But it's nice, it's simple, cool design. And here's where I make a little bit of a mistake in that I waste most of my Uzi ammo on these dudes. But, pretty late. I try to keep the combo up. Up to 20. And yeah, I'm probably ideally meant to be behind them to get the ammo drops, but yeah, when Mitch finally shows up, I'm getting down to the pistols, and it's going to take me just a moment to realize that. But yes, this one is a bit of a, cathartic, wacky, nonsense ride. And here's Mitch. Here's Mitch himself. How am I hearing you read my soul? Alright. Yep, we're shooting him, and he throws bombs at you, as you do. You're paying for what you get to my restaurant. I like that he's two-handing a shotgun out the window while driving. That takes some skill. So yes, we shooting him. Beautiful. And yes, that's where I go down to the pistols again. As you can see, it took me a few seconds to realize that, but I think we got Mitch's number. Oh, or not. Come on. Run past me. I believe in you. Alright, there we go. Good riddance. I don't want to let that hold for so long. We need to lay low for a while. I'm just enjoying the music. Head to District 9. It's good and deserted. You can hang around there while things cool down. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that will be next week. Not next week, that'll be next session. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, that has been my friend Pedro. Catch you all later.